beautiful people, welcome or welcome back to the channel. In today's tutorial, I want to show you guys how to create your own custom link in bio inside of WordPress and Elementor for your WordPress website. Now, this is going to be super easy tutorial. In fact, they actually already have a ton of different templates, but I will still show you the process on how you can edit it to make it look like your own. Now this one is mine. Only thing I did with mine was I did a full background. I am using Elementor Pro. And we're going to get a little bit more into that because there are some features inside of the link in bio that you will need Pro for the most part. And obviously it is mobile responsive. So if you go to your phone and go to BizStore sites, or not BizStore sites, bizstores.com/Michelle the Creative, then you will see it on your mobile device. If we were to just click on or hover over any one of these buttons, you will see at the bottom left that they are clickable. So any one of these are going to take people to where they need to go. Literally exactly like the Linktree's link in bio. But yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into the tutorial. So the first thing you need to do is obviously create the page. For me, as you guys see, if you're familiar with Elementor, this is not going to be a beginner friendly, like a beginner's Elementor tutorial. So bear with me if you guys need a full Elementor breakdown tutorial. Go ahead and watch this tutorial. It's popping up on the screen in the top right corner because I'm not going to be explaining the basics of Elementor in this tutorial. I'm going to be showing you guys the link on bio situation. However, if you guys are familiar with Elementor, then you would know that the page title literally sits right here. So you see, for the page, I did create it and I just called it link in bio. What I'm going to do though is just go over here to the page settings, and the first thing you need to do is, of course, choose the page layout to be Elementor canvas. And the reason why is because when you're essentially doing a link in bio, there's no header and footer. There's literally just the social media, the name, the icon, and the actual link buttons, and it's totally it. So we need this to be on Elementor canvas. This is going to be the first most important thing you need to do. And then over in the widgets, there's a few ways you can get to this. You can go to the templates right here. You would go underneath the blocks. Let's go down and choose, as you see, link in bio right here. And there's going to be a ton of different link in bio options that you can choose from. However, let me scratch that because actually if you are on the free version of Elementor, you would only have one to choose from, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. However, if you are on the pro version of Elementor, then of course you have all of these different styles and options to choose from. And honestly, I would say if you are not a pro designer, but if you kind of understand design, and especially designing inside of Elementor, you can honestly stay on the free version and see how these are created and just go ahead and recreate it yourself. If you guys want a tutorial where I kind of build one from scratch, let me know. Comment that down in the comment section below. However, that's a way you can get to it. So I'm going to go ahead and exit that out. Another way you can find it is definitely by going over here to the widgets, and all you have to do is just collapse all of these because actually there is a category, as you see right here, for the link in bio. And if you want to, you can just drag and drop the basics ones over here. So this is a minimalistic one. So we give it some time, it'll pop up. Okay, so it popped up, and honestly, I already added the image off camera. My bad, guys. But it popped up, as you see, we chose the minimalistic one. And as you see, here is what we have. White background, it automatically has the image right there, text, subheading, the description text right here, social icons, in there we have our buttons. But as you pay attention to over on the left hand side, the first one is the identity, and of course there is going to be whatever you choose, whether you want to go cover style or if you want to go a image style. So if you go cover, you see that it's going to take up this portion right here. So the entire top is going to look like a banner, basically, is what I'm trying to say. That's what it's going to look like if you choose cover. If you choose profile, of course, it's just going to be circular, and there we have it right there. So the next thing we do have is the bio, right? So it's going in order, literal order is what it's going in. So in this bio tab, you see we have the heading, which is our name. So you can just go ahead and, of course, change the name right here. Oh, I misspelled my name. How did I do that? Right. So you can go ahead and update the name right there. You can also do the title. So that's what do. That's your specialty. That's your job title, whatever it is. You can put that right there. And the good thing about it, guys, if you absolutely want nothing to be right there, let's say you don't have a job title or a specialty or of any sort, or you just don't want it, all you have to do is go ahead and delete it, remove it. And as you see, it'll push everything up that way. It doesn't look like some gap right there. And that's pretty much it. You don't have to have it if you don't want it or don't have a specialty. Here's the description. Again, you do the same description, just delete it out if you don't want it, or just go ahead and update it. Then the next thing we have are the icons. As you see, they're right here. You have Facebook, Instagram. Honestly, if you guys are familiar with adding social icons, if not, I have a link above on the screen for you guys to go watch if you guys want to see how to use the actual social icons widget in Elementor. However, there's going to be the same thing here. You open up the icons that I already have, the default ones, and you can edit your link right here, or you can remove the ones you don't need, and you can even add a new one. And all you have to do is search for the icon and change it. The next thing you do have is the CTA links. Obviously, that's going to be all of your links. You can put all of your details, and you can choose the text. So if this was, let's just say, your community, you can have community. So we have community right here now. You can choose the link type. So of course, most times it's going to be a URL, but here is the fun part when it comes to the link type. Let's just say your first button was a freebie, a free download that someone can download directly to their device, whether it's their phone, tablet, or their laptop. You can do that. All you have to do is choose the file, download, and all you have to do is upload your media right here. And if you wanted to, let's just say, have them directly could go to your WhatsApp, they have Messenger right here, and they have telephone and email. So it's totally up to you in terms of what you want, based off what they have right here, the options they have right here. But you can definitely get very creative, just like you are able to do with something like Linktree. Like I said, you can choose whether you want it to be a URL, which is what most of us will have, right? But if you do have a freebie, WhatsApp, Messenger, phone, you can do that right there. You can, of course, always remove or add as many as you need. And that's pretty much it in terms of what you can add to it, because that's essentially all a link tree is, right? Then you have the style tab. Obviously, this is where you're able to make it look a little bit more like your own. For the image shape right now, by default, you see it was in circle. But if you don't want it to be in circle and you want it to be a bit different, you can choose from square. And there you go. You see this is boxed off. This is a bad image because this is a white background, but you guys can see based off its cut off on her head right there now that it is square. You can even give it a border. So that's actually what I did with my other one that I showed you guys earlier. So let's go back to circle. I turned on the border. I gave it a border width, and then I chose my color, and just choose a color that of course matches your brand and honestly just matches the style of this link tree that you're going to do. And of course, you can do the same thing with the bio. So with the heading, the title tag that we deleted, so we don't have it, and then the description, you can honestly choose how this show up. So you can go right here to the typography, and you can choose whatever font you want. So let's say you wanted Times New Roman, or you wanted something like Playfair. Let's say you're esthetician. I deal with esthetician websites all the time. Let's say you wanted something a little bit more luxury or a little bit more calmer like that. That's what you can do. You can choose whatever. And of course, there's a ton of different things inside of here. Again, this is not an Elementor tutorial, so I'm not going to go over that. And then you can obviously choose the text color. And then, of course, the same thing goes for the icons and the CTA buttons. So for the icons, you can choose the color and you can choose the size. Then for the CTA button links, you can also have that appear however you want it. Now, they don't currently have a hover effect or any type of hover animation, hover color switch, or anything for the buttons, which I absolutely hate right now because I think that's a big thing since they are the CTAs. However, they don't have that right now, but you can definitely choose whether you want it to be just a simple link like this. I wouldn't do that, but it's totally up to you. It's totally up to you. But you can choose a button and you can start styling it from there. Of course, text color, background color, change the typography to make it match what we have up here and just stay on branding. Border if you wanted to add some border there. And then, of course, the corner radius and the padding of the buttons as well. totally up to you. And down at the bottom, I forgot, you have the overall box. So as you guys see right now, we have this pink outline. That pink line is indicating that that is the entire link in bio widget. So by doing the box, if we were to just go here, you see you have a background type of a classic color or a gradient color. So if we just choose a color of this box right here, you will see that it now changes it to be red. But you can also do a gradient. Of course, I'm pretty sure you guys know what a gradient is. There you go. Just keep it on the solid color. Let's go down here. You can also choose the image. So if you guys, like I said, was wondering how I was able to do mine, I'm going to show you guys how I did it full width. But here is where you can choose that image. So if I just go here, again, we're going to be working with that little box. So this little box right here. But as you see, we now have a image back there. And of course, you can do all the cool stuff that you normally do with images inside of Elementor. You can also do the background overlay, which is going to be honestly a smart thing to do. If you're going to have an image back there, put an overlay on it. That way it's visible. Like people can see there's something back there, but they don't. It doesn't distract them from the actual call to actions or the legibility of reading what you have right there. And then here is the fun part. Go ahead and toggle this on to full width. That is exactly how I got mine full width. So just for reference, I'm pretty sure you guys are probably wondering what mine look like again. This one is my link in bio. And as you guys see, I definitely have my full width. For a lot of my content for the year 2025, I definitely kept a lot of the black backgrounds with a lot of my work on there. And then of course, the brand color of orange. I even have this on my classes site. I'll pop a little screenshot up on the video there. That's how my classes website is also set. So for me personally, that's just what I was going for. So of course, do that same thing with yours. So as you see, I have the image there. It's now full width, and we have some other options here. So you can get very specific with the width of how your image will be displayed. That's totally up to you, and how honestly everything is going to be displayed. As you see, as we move, the entire link in bio gets either fatter or shorter. So it's totally up to you. And then you also have full screen height. And as you see, that literally just gave it the full screen, because it's basically saying when this is on the screen, do you want it to take up the entire screen from top to bottom, which is obviously going to be yes. And as you see, you can choose whether you want it to only show up on specific screen heights or all of them. If you want to keep it on all of them, then just keep it as is. But if you want to take it off, what I have to do is just exit it right there. Now, if I just close this right now, you will see that there is still some gap. That's normal, because all that is basically the main container that it's all sitting in is just still unboxed. So if I go to the main container, you see right here, the content width is still unboxed. I'm going to go ahead and put that on full width. Now if we close it, you will see this time that it is full width, but we still see some white. That's why I say, guys, go watch my full Elementor video. However, I'm going to go ahead and give you the tips that you need in this video, though. All you need to do now that it is full width, you need to go over to the advanced tab, go to the padding, and you need to unlink the padding. There you go. Now you have it. It is entirely full width to the entire screen. And this is going to be for any size dimension. So as you see, we're right here on tablet, the same thing. If we go down to mobile, it's still the same thing. The imagery and the overall link in bio is taking up the entire screen, and that's exactly what you want. Now this one is ugly, but you guys know what I can do. I just showed you guys the one that I did myself. I just want to show you guys how easy it is to create a link in bio for your WordPress website inside of Elementor. That's pretty much all I have for today's tutorial, and I will catch you guys in the next one.